It's the main event. I'm your humble host, Stephen McCollum, and you know him as not here again. Yes, he's 65 years old and needs a birthday week. Dale Hellestrae, 17-year NFL veteran, three-time Super Bowl champion for your Dallas Cowboys. He'll be back on a Monday coming up here, folks. It's a birthday week for him. I know he's an old man and birthday weeks out there. Must be nice. And everything. But I got you today, folks. Tomorrow, of course, Uncle Luke comes in, 9 o'clock hour. We talked to UFC, big UFC fight last weekend. Get his thoughts on a couple of those fights. I'm interested in hearing what he says about King Green and things. So that's tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Of course, other UFC action is we're getting closer to football season, folks. Next week, Cardinals and Panthers report. The week after that, everybody else starts reporting. They report early, of course, the Hall of Fame game coming our way. Here, the first preseason game of the season where Larry Fitzgerald gets put into the Hall of Fame as well there. And, amongst just a sad personal time with his dad passing away and not making, the enshrinement ceremony there as well. So it's right around the corner, folks. Football is almost here. Happy open day. Yes, it's Wednesday. Golf doesn't start till Thursday, except for when it plays in England, obviously. They're a little bit ahead from us. Tee times start tonight, Wednesday night, 10:35 p.m. is the first tee times here on the Open Championship. So you either can stay up all night watching it, or you can watch the replay the next day and see how these guys are shooting and not pay attention to stuff. Tomorrow I'll have you kind of how the first round went and who's leading and things to that effect out there. But the British Open, as I know they call it the Open now, but I'll call it the British Open from England, tees off here tonight, our time as well, from Royal Birkdale, Southport, England as well. So how was your guys' night last night? Mine was good. Mine was relaxing. Went home, got a bunch of stuff done with the investment company. Had to take care of some stuff. Did that. Able to squeeze in a little nap. Went and got wings during the All-Star game. Caught Erod pitching. Got Corbin, of course, in his All-Star game. What he was able to do. Maiden out in the outfield. Fantastic to watch. Snoozer of an All-Star game, though. Am I right? It's kind of like watching a Diamondbacks game. Where were the bats at after the first inning? It was all right. I mean, it wasn't a terrible broadcast. I mean, when the fourth inning break there, where they had Ray Charles from Chase Field, by the way, doing, that song and everybody's holding sparklers. I'm not here for that stuff. It's fantastic, but it was the fourth inning. Everybody settled down. Like seventh inning stretch. All right, maybe I'll put up with it a little bit, but it was kind of funny to watch out there. But I mean, look, there's not a lot on TV, right? Tonight, nothing. Thursday, nothing. Baseball gets started again coming up on Friday as well. Obviously, World Cup today, noon. We'll talk about that. Boy, did. My fault yesterday, folks. Sometimes when you do this, right, and you prognosticate and you're pretty confident in your abilities, I knew Spain was a good team. And I know they had dominated France lately. Like, dominated. I was like, man, this is the time where France is going to get over that hump. Boy, was I wrong. France did what it did best. Yeah, we'll talk about that coming up today. Big game, England, Argentina. I have England winning this, so if you're going to go with my pick, you might want to go Argentina today coming up as well. Put in the YouTube chat, TME Media AZ, tag us on X as well, TME Sports Show, or send into the text line also. Hit us up. Let us know who your pick is today, if you want to. For the World Cup game today. Because obviously, I kind of don't know what I'm talking about out there after yesterday. I knew 5 minutes into that thing that I was in trouble. Yeah. By the way, the Tories Gotta Go text on the text line, 623-252-6670. Quieted down here for the All-Star break. Obviously, nothing to talk about, really. Nothing over the weekend. I forgot to update you guys on that. Nothing over the weekend with the Dodgers series either. Obviously, a good series for them and things. Normally, I get a couple, even when the Diamondbacks play well. I usually get a Tori's got to go comment there. So I don't know, maybe they're on vacation or something. Not able to get it out there for us as of yet either. So, well, I appreciate you guys joining me here. Of course, we just got done with McCollum on business. Um, I don't know if you guys watched it or not. I know a bunch of you watch both of them here as you're getting ready for work or headed into work. But Buffalo Wild Wings. Y'all on this program know my disdain for Buffalo Wild Wings. Just sticky. Chicken's not very good. Tables are always you always stick to the tables. They don't clean well. Service is kind of lacking. That type of stuff. And we all go there, right? I haven't been to one in a long time. I've been able to avoid it in a while. But they're coming out with um a packet that you pour into your ranch. Think Pop Rocks. I'm just curious. Is that something I've been thinking about it since I did that story just a little bit ago on McCollum on Business? Is that something you guys are interested in? I've never sat down and been like, you know what my ranch needs? Something that pops in my mouth. Never once have I done that in my life. And if I have, I don't remember doing it. So, yeah, I don't know. That's out there as well coming into it. So kind of just a quiet day around the sports world with the World Cup coming up later. I'm excited to watch that at noon. Got a busy day today. Well, I have to go out into the wild today, folks, so maybe we'll have some stories tomorrow for you. Pit stop, by the way, will be done tomorrow and up tomorrow as well. Waiting on some things happened over the weekend, some fights between guys and things. Waiting for some resolutions of that, some more interviews kind of on that situation. So I'm paying attention to that as well. Ann says that Buffalo Wild thing, she goes, still gross. She chimed in on the business show and said gross as well. I'm not saying it's good. Yeah, the more we talk about it, it's not going to make it sound better, right, out there. So Pit Stop will be tomorrow coming at you, just for those of you that are looking forward to that. So last week we did it early, and then some things broke afterwards. I was kind of upset that we did last week early. We had to do last week early because of some school stuff we had to get done. And then this week, we're going to come a day late because I want to make sure I have that stuff for the show this week, right? It's all about the best show we can put on for you guys out there. So Pit Stop will be tomorrow. But today, I got to go out into the wild, folks. Yesterday, I was able to avoid the wild. Yeah, we went down to Native over there by the house. It was packed. I was surprised how many people were there, and they're all paying attention to the All-Star game. To me, the All-Star game is just something you throw on and you have it on in the background and pay attention to it. But it's not something that I plan an evening around. And I mean, I'm telling you, this Native was packed. People waiting for seats there in the main dining area. I was kind of surprised by that. I mean, I expected people to be there. It's a baseball game, but the amount of people there was kind of shocking. Had wings there. Other than that, pretty simple day yesterday. But today I got to go out into the wild, so we'll see how today goes. Dentist appointments today and stuff. School starts for high school Monday for my daughter. Monday, folks. Monday. They just got out of school. So dentist appointments. Just got a braces off on Monday, so follow-ups on that. So I'll be out today, leaving here after the show, going home getting her. So I'll be sitting at a dentist appointment, watching the World Cup. That kicks off at noon. Dentist appointments at 1. Then a follow-up with the orthodontist. I have to do some, the retainer stuff and everything. For those of you that have been around braces, know what I'm talking about. That's at 3 o'clock today, and then she has a Wednesday appointment on Wednesday night that we have to go to. So I'm going to be in the wild. I'm going to be in controlled environments tonight. So we'll see if we have stories tomorrow on what happens. And I just want to throw a little shout-out here to Autumn. You guys know the classic collision story that I tell you, right, with my buddy Joe. Joe, who thinks he's saving the world, one car repair at a time. He thinks he's more important than teachers and firefighters and first responders. He thinks he's more important than sports figures out there. He's the mighty Joe who fixes cars. You guys, if you don't remember, it's a long story with him. He's a jerk. He's just a flat-out jerk and didn't want to do his job. He screwed up beyond belief, didn't want to work on it, stalled it for months after the car was stolen. We got to the bottom of it after he acted like a fool down there and everything. I got a little bit of vindication yesterday. I was feeling kind of proud of myself. So, long story short, Autumn's daughter, who's 16, drove her car and ran into something that did some damage to the car. So she had to take it into the Hyundai shop. Went in there, they fixed it. We went to San Diego. She drove the car, fell apart. The fix fell apart. That's the easiest way to put it. So she had to take her car in there yesterday. She had the exact same classic collision story that I had. Remember when I went to turn the car in, the lady I was dealing with that knew all about it was on vacation or took the day off or whatever. And so nobody knew anything about it. Everybody refused to look up what the thing was. And they were asking me all these questions I didn't know the answer to because she was dealing with them and stuff like that. Autumn went through the exact same thing with Santan Hyundai yesterday. I have no problem outing them. Where they talked down to her. The manager actually was like, "Can I speak?" and shut her down. Oh my God. It was vindication, folks. Absolute vindication yesterday. I was just like, oh, now you know what I went through a classic collision. Somebody takes a day off and nobody knows what to do, and then they're rude about it. And they don't care about you. So what my point on this is companies suck nowadays, right? I was actually having PTSD when she was telling me the story about and what they were saying to her and stuff, because it's exactly what I went through. She handles it more professionally than do I. Matched Joe's baby level, you know. I matched his level while I was mocking him the whole time and everything, just because I was like, all right, you're gonna be a jerk, I'll just be a jerk back to you. She doesn't do that type of stuff. She's way more professional than I am on that stuff and everything. But yeah, so I had a little PTSD yesterday hearing that story, but it was amazing. Similar story. Somebody calls in sick, nobody knows what to do. They refuse to work on it. They're just flat out rude to you about, not knowing what to do and everything. And everything you were told that's going to happen isn't happening, and they're just rude about it. It's just these companies, which is shocking to me because Classic Collision, I expect them to be jerks probably. I don't know them from a hole in the wall. Hyundai, though, they have a stellar reputation. Stellar reputation. So, I don't know. That wasn't my thing yesterday, but I did have PTSD listening to her tell me the story and stuff. Yeah. So be careful, man, when you're going to give your money to people. Just be careful about it because they don't care. And they cause problems. And it's not worth the stress. I always tell people, don't beg people to take your money. Type of a thing. Sorry. We're working on some mic stuff here to clean it up. And we had an echo that we were trying to capture, and I'm being told that echo is gone now. So if you hear an echo, let me know, but you shouldn't. You didn't notice it before, so you probably won't notice it now. It's just something that we had noticed. So I just got a text saying it was gone out there. So I apologize for that production stuff out there as well. So obviously I'll start off here with the 2026 the Open Championship from England here, right? 10:35 p.m. are the first tee times tonight, our time. Of course, all throughout the day. You can either stay up all night, like some guys are teeing off at like 3 a.m. our time overnight, right? So you can stay up all night and watch it. You can catch the replays tomorrow as well, or you can just catch highlights and things. We'll, of course, talk about it tomorrow with the rankings and stuff to that effect there. Scotty Scheffler, Tyrrell Hatton, and Bryson DeChambeau are all a team here, or all a group, I should say, going to this tournament. That's a fantastic group coming up for the Open Championship as well. Then you got Rory McIlroy, Xander Schauffele, Matt Fitzpatrick as a group as well. Shane Lowry, Aaron Ra, and Brooks Koepka joining up. Jordan Spieth, Tommy Fleetwood, John Rahm, a group. Fantastic groupings here for round 1 and 2. Cam Young, Wyndham Clark, and then, of course, my buddy, Ludwig Aberg. We call him Aberg when he doesn't play well. We call him by his real name, Auberg, when he does play well. Just kind of a joke that we do here as well. So there's some big time groupings here in these first 2 rounds as well with these guys. So we'll have to see how it goes. The big thing to pay attention to, I'm going to pay attention to, is Scotty Scheffler. Missed the cut there at the Scottish Open last week. First time in 78, I think was the number, tournaments where he's missed the cut, 4+ years. How does that do for him? Is he refreshed going into this British Open here in England? Or does he continue to struggle here in the tournament? He's had tournaments where he struggled on Thursday and had to come back on Friday to make the cut, make a run on Saturday. This year, it's been that type of outing for him. He wasn't able to do it in the Scottish Open. Does he get off to a hot start, or does he have to dig himself out of a hole? And will he be able to dig himself out of the hole? Is kind of the question that you got. And that's my big question going into this. And by the way, Scheffler is the reigning champion of the Open as well for him.